Hey YouTube, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Clicking live or on the rewind, I'll take it. So yeah, just wanted to go live and share some of the hauls that I had this last week. I was off for the holiday. So happy 4th, guys. And speaking of which, hold on, let me see. Let me log on. Let me well, I guess I'm out of tune, huh? Cause whoa. That is bright. Let me lower that. Happy 4th. Hey, it's a little different with the little circle layout. So, huh? I don't know if you guys know or not, but StreamYard just had some updates, and I was like, cool. Let me click on the circle thing, and it makes me a circle. You can't. The only thing it focuses on is the background here and the mess I have going on my bed. So please ignore the mess behind me. So yeah, it's a little different, but hey, huh? Not sure I like it. Tell you the truth, could I edit that? Huh? That is weird. Let me go to settings. Huh? Layouts. Let's go to layout. Crop solo layout. Huh. Wow, guys. I might I don't want to end this, but I might have to. Let me see, did that do it? No. It did it. Let me hit edit. No. Okay, so look, all right, let's do it this way. According to my screen, I could see this. If it was normal mode, the square would be showing here, so I'll go with that. Um, anyway, shout out to you guys. Thank you for bearing with me. As I was saying, happy 4th of July uh, here in the States. Yeah, so cool. All right, guys. So yeah, I did some shopping, and da, 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 I was looking for Hot Wheels. Found some. All right, shout out to 3 peeps in here. Is this setup okay? Like, I could see the square, but I don't know if you guys can or not. Let me know. Maybe I'll make it a 2-parter. All right, so I'll start with this right here. I had first day off. I decided to go to Walmart and look for Hot Wheels, of course, and I got lucky. I wasn't the first guy there, but I was lucky to find some. I did a short, and I'll show off the short here in a bit. So these are new to me. So that's why I picked it up. So yeah, what do we have here? We have the BMW. Let's see. Jag, what's up, Jag? Let me know if this is working, dude. Let me know if this is working. But yeah, anyway, so we have the Beamer right here. BMW 635 CSI. That's how the back looks like. So it was pretty cool. I was stoked. I got to the store late. It was still like, I believe, like 8 o'clock. It wasn't like late, but I got lucky, and so yeah, I'll show these off. So we have here is the Mattel Dreamobile. Like that paint. It looks pretty cool. Silver bottom there. Yeah. All right. All right. So I'll save the best for last of this haul. I participate in a group chat with Rod, Rican Comics. So, and he's decided to do a Hot Wheels chat, and we talk about Hot Wheels. Like, hey, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that sort of thing. And one of the guys in the crew likes Xamax, so I picked one of these up for him. We'll do a trade. And he wanted 2 of each. So I went back to that same store and found more Xanax so he can get some doubles. But hopefully I won't be running through the doubles, But anyway, all right, cool. All right, so this is where I got lucky. As you guys know, there's a super treasure hunts and treasure hunts. It's like 1 per case, 1 per every 172. And there was one there, and it was just hanging right there. So I picked it up. This is new to the collection. I have not gotten this treasure hunt, the Chevrolet. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah. So I saw it there hanging on the pegs. Thanks to the person who gave me the assist. And since this is a really little car, that logo right there is really show-offy. So, yeah. So I was really happy about that. Pretty stoked. So as you guys know, I try to collect 3 of everything. So there's 1. Why? So I could open 1 of them and keep the other 2 in the case because you can't open them. That sort of thing. All right, cool. So that was Walmart. And I believe that was the first trip. Yeah. So I think I have them in order. I should have written notes to see what stores I went to. But basically, it was Walmart, Safeway, Fred Meyer's, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, and multiples. I went to the same store like more than once. So, yeah. Hey, what's up, Chef? How's it going? Nice shirt. Go Cowboys. That's right. Go Cowboys. That's right. So yeah, hey Chef. Hopefully this thing is coming in right. I know that I'm like panned in a circle here, which is weird. I didn't mean to do that, but it just the way it went. What is this? What is this? All right. Oh, my son and myself are watching. Can you give him a shout out? His name is Ezekiel. Ezekiel? Zeke? Hey, ¿qué onda, Zeke? Hey, saludos del estado de Washington. Pay attention in school. Keep up the good work. Listen to your dad. Listen to your father. He knows what's going on. You can learn a thing or 2 from the guy. Ezekiel. So there you go. Shout out to Ezekiel. Yeah, there you go. All right. All right, guys. So, all right. So I went to Dollar Tree this time. And because I went to Dollar Tree and I'm watching through a telescope. Telling you, dude, I don't know how to edit this. I thought it was like the way when there it is. All right, there it is. It's a new feature, Chad, on on StreamYard, and I was like, hey, if I bring in people, I could do this. Oh well. Anyway, thank you, Chad. I think I got it figured out, squared away. It only took. Well, where's the timer at? It only took 9 minutes. It only took 9 minutes. Yeah, you said it right on. Last try. All right, cool. All right, so at this store, I went to Dollar Tree, and they set up a display, and this display said, "Hey, spend $20, mail in." And this is what we're gonna have to. Those mail-ins, they require some of this stuff. That's why I save them, guys. Each time you rip open, you need proof of purchase. So you need the cardboard pieces to do the mail-ins. It is work, I do admit. And I do have them here. So I do open them up. And if I don't open them up, how do you say I do? Because I give them away. So yeah, I believe I have the 16. And then the pile over here on this box are the ones that I'm going to open up to show off and that sort of thing. If you guys want me to open these up, that'll be towards the end. But yeah, I do open them up. All right, since Chad is here. Salud, Chad. I'm gonna have some beer for you. And Jaime knows which one it is. The chef knows what it is. Guys, it's warm up here in Washington State. I'm sure throughout the country it's pretty warm. But yeah, I think it's like 27, 28 degrees Celsius out here. 80s, 80s, 80s. All right, talking about his name. Talking about his God's name. Said it right the last try, Ezekiel. Okay, cool. All right, dude. Well, I did go to school with a Z, dude. So we called him Z or Zeke. Yeah, Zeke, I think. All right, cool. All right, so where was I? Yes. So after Walmart, I went to Dollar Tree and they had the display thing, and it said, "Hey, spend $20 before taxes, save the UPCs, send in the receipt, and fill out this form. You get to enter. You get how do you say? You send off for a limited Hot Wheels." So, excuse me, I kind of went ham a little bit at this store, but I did not read the details, and I'll share it right now. So anyway, here's a Mustang 67 Shelby. I do have a 68 Mustang myself, so when I see the Mustangs that kind of look like the body of my car, I'm a sucker. I get them. So plus I like Mustangs, that sort of thing. All right, cool. Next car that I have here is the Chevy El Camino, the Fast and the Furious inspired. I do admit that I don't believe I've seen the movie that had this car in it. So I don't know which one it was, or maybe I did. I just didn't pay attention. All right. Next car that I have here is a custom 2018 Ford Mustang GT. I think it looks pretty cool. Has a huge spoiler. Yeah. Only found one, but I might get triples of this too, just to open one up. And so I open up the Batman ones. Here's one of the Batman ones open. So, yeah. Speaking of which, Batman. Here we go. This is the Batman Arkham Asylum. So I'm covering the number there, but it's the second out of the 5. All right. So there's that. It's black. Look, guys. The only thing they did is they make it black. Same voiture, but they made it black. All right, cool. A little bit more sleek. All right. So I'm not a Mopar guy. I normally don't do Mopar, but I like this casting. I like the color. Let's see. I used to go to Gentlemen's Club Mustang Sally's. That's the closest I came to a Mustang. All right, there you go. Shout out to Sally. Sally, yeah, good job, Sally's. Good job. All right, so again, that's funny. I don't buy Mopar. I don't buy Dodge, but I do like this color. So it's a Dodge Dart, and it's purple. Here's the bottom. Pretty cool. A little bit more detail on this one. And I do like the size difference on the wheels. Front's pretty smaller rim. Rear, bigger rim. That's her team. Connie, what's up? How's it going, Connie? Hope things are going well your way. All right. Cool. All right. Next car that I have here is a Nissan Skyline GTR and a bunch of letters. What are those letters? What is that? Help me out. BCNR33. There we go. So it's a cool car. I liked it. Not too much detail at the bottom, but the paint was pretty cool. And yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm trying to do like, how do you say, the best for the last of the haul. So please bear with me as I show them off. All right, next one that I have here is a 68 Corvette Gas Monkey Garage. So I'm assuming the Gas Monkey, what they mean is that they have that oversized engine sticking out of the car. Yeah, different size wheels. That's pretty cool. And some detail on the bottom. At least it's not totally flat, but there's some detail. And one thing I've noticed is that some of these cars, they have more plastic. Some have more metal. And I guess if you're collecting them, the more metal ones are the ones to go with. Like more solid metal, less plastic. Those are the good ones, I guess. So that's what I've been told. Hey, Algo, what's up? Yeah. All right. Connie, got to show up the Mattels. Connie, I know you have some. Next car that I have here is the Purple Passion. And I like the color, white. And is that purple? Look purple to me. Let me see. Yes. All I had to do was look at the big picture, but I was looking at the small picture. And yeah, look, this one has more metal, a little bit more detail, shiny. So I thought it was pretty cool. Last year, this version was a treasure hunt. So yeah. All right. So I'm a fan of Chevy trucks. So I picked up this guy, the '83 Chevy Silverado. A little different color. It's a little lowered, whatever, what have you. But hey, I went with it. It looks like a convertible. It has a seat back there. Look at that. A little shiny, a little bit more detail on that one too. Dual exhaust, it looks like. That's cool. Yeah, so they went pretty good on the detail on this one. All right, less detail. This is the Datsun Datsun 240Z. I don't think I've seen this car anymore. I'm sure they're out there, but I don't know if the manufacturer still exists. It's a little bit of recolor. And again, the reason why I went with this was because you buy X amount of dollars, you take the receipt, you take the cardboard, and you mail it off. But I did not read one key thing about it. It was during these specific dates, so after July 4th. So I bought these before the 4th. So I don't know. I could just go back, return them, and repurchase them, and the receipt will have the proper date, right? Should I do that or buy more? I don't know. Next car that I have here is the Optimus Prime. And yeah. And I was pretty stoked when I got it. I think this is my third one now. So if I get any extras, they're up for trades. So I'll be trading those if I find extras. Again, what I do is with the guys in that chat, the Hot Wheels chat, I'm like, hey guys, I have plenty of these for me. I don't need to buy it. Do you want to trade and that sort of thing? So any treasure hunts car? Yes. So speaking of which, in this haul, this is the treasure hunt, Connie. So I'll do like a little rundown later of the treasure hunts that I found just to keep them in order there. But yes, I did add the logo on the thumbnail for that reason because I was actually able to find some. So here's one. The birthday burner. Treasure hunt. And there's the big logo right there. That flaming wheel. There you go. Not too much detail there. But I believe that's a metal bottom. So there's that. Trying to keep that focused there for you. But yeah, that's the birthday burner treasure hunt. And I do have a list going, but in this haul, I got 3 different ones. I'll do a recap. So speaking of which, I'll keep this one facing up, and then I'll switch over to here. So I have it separated in piles because I was trying to like keep track of the stores I was at. So I'll keep that in separate piles. All right. So going back, so somebody said, hey, I'm looking for this Zamak car. Could you pick one up for me? That Transformers is fuego. Yeah, Connie, let me know, bro. Well, shoot, I need to update your info. You're due for a giveaway. Come on, you're due for an A-OK. So after I went in the group chat and I said, hey guys, these are the ones I found. One of the gentlemen in the chat said, hey dude, I'm looking for those cars. I'm like, all right, cool. So I went back and I found them, but I did find 2 other different ones for me. So here's another one, Audi 90 Quattro. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it because when I read it, I want to say Quattro. But I don't know if that's how you say it. But anyway, the 90 Quattro. There we go. There's that. All right, cool. And I found a different one. I might give this one to my brother. I do think it's pretty cool. There's a little bit of detail to it. And I might open it and just keep it. I don't know. But yeah, a 67 Chevy C10. And the reason why I mentioned my brother is because he does have like a 68, 67 C10. So it's in that time period for him. A little bit of detail on the bottom. And it's kind of like my way of like, look, fool, you could do this to your vehicle. But of course, you know what happens with these projects, with these cars, is that life happens, family happens, braces happen, visits to the doctor happen. Like, I totally get it. So, yeah. Can't afford the real one, might as well buy the miniature. All right, so here's a double of that Zamac that's going out. The Cadillac Project GTP Hypercar. So that's what that is. Gold rims, Zamac. Basically that silverish paint or coating or that you see. Anyway. All right, and then the other Zamac is the Punk Rod. Punk Rod. So there's that. And again, I do like the Zamacs too. I think they're cool. The silver, array, I guess, the body paint, whatever. It does look pretty cool, but it's not like I have to have it. But like the Punk Rod, I guess it did okay. Well, look at the rim. Look at the red chrome rim back there. Silverish in the front. Number 99. Why not? Why not? So yeah. So in this pile, I guess the Zamac was a highlight. And I'm going to go with the Cadillac Project one. All right, cool. All right. So I'm going through the state and I find another Walmart. And, but before this, I struck out at another store. Okay. So all the stores that I went to weren't exactly winners. But anyway, I went to this Walmart and I was able to find some cool cars in this one, and hence why I put a Porsche logo, because I found this Porsche Carrera 911 Carrera. It's a keychain, so and it kind of shows you in the back that it's keychain. So I might open it and use it as a keychain. Red is not my favorite color per se, but maybe I'll give it away. We'll see. There's that. All right, so these were cool. I haven't collected them yet because I've only been at this collecting game, I guess, with the Hot Wheels, like with more intent, for about a year. So we have the Ferrari F40 right here. It's in red. If it was in purple, I would have looked for every single last one of them, would have bought every single last one of them, but hey, it's in red. Still pretty cool. Oops. So, pretty cool. I went with that. And then the highlight of this store has to be this guy. It's another Ferrari. The SF90 Stradale. Is that how you say that? Stradale. All right, guys. Yeah, there's that. It's pretty cool. Not too much detail at the bottom there. But, this one's a little bit more slick. I'm assuming this one's newer than this one. Probably this is an older style. But yeah, one of the gentlemen in the group likes these. So maybe I'll put this in the trade pile. I do have to get doubles, though. So, but yeah, I'll leave that as a highlight right there. If you are looking for cars you can't find, let me know. Awesome. Yeah, Connie. If you want, we could add either chat, or if, anyway, yes, I'll let you know for sure. I do have a list going. I don't have it. No, I didn't bring it in, but I do have a notebook. I have a notebook and I wrote them down. Because again, I'm the type of guy that I don't have the best photographic memory, but I have to write stuff down just to try to remember. But if you're by the store, you'll be the homie hookup for sure. All right, guys, I smile because this little pile that I'm going to show off next is going back to, hey, you need certain amount of cars purchased during these dates and the cardboards to send off. So at this point, I asked my brother. I gave him a call. Why do I mention my brother? Because he has nieces. He has daughters. I have nieces, and I just wondered if they like Fortnite. And his answer was like, "Oh, dude, they love that stuff." Not in those words, but because I do have to open these up and send them out. And of course, they love Snoopy. So what did I do? I bought the Fortnite, Minecraft, and Fortnite probably. But anyway, Minecraft. Excuse me. So that's the Minecraft. So I bought 2, and the goal is I think to get 4, or maybe I could do 2 and 2 and get away with it. But you know how kids are; they want everything. So the other 2 that I bought were Snoopy. So I do have this one from prior cases. But yeah, bought some doubles. So I guess the highlight, and this was at Dollar Tree, the highlight for me is probably the Snoopy from this store visit. All right. So I'm getting down to the last 3 stores. Cool. All right. All right. So this is Walmart again. And I'll show these off here in a second. Let's see. Who has a great memory? I have to write things down myself. I'm telling you, yeah. I was the guy when I worked in Los Angeles for a little bit. I did mattress manufacturing, and I used to get phone calls for orders. So I'd be doing this, and I have a little notepad, yay big, size of a wallet. I'm like, okay, we need 35 twin, 16 full, 18 queen, and 40 twin long king split. So those were some of the orders I got, and I had to write them down. And I wrote a date, and I wrote the time because I can't remember that stuff. Yeah. So, oh my God, the Snoopy cards. Yes, Connie, update me with your address, bro. Come on, update me. But like you said, you probably have some of these already. All right. So I went to Walmart, and this particular Walmart that I go to, this store in particular, I never. How do I say? I don't always have first dibs. When I go, there's people there. One gentleman in particular who has that store on lock. When I say lock, I mean that he goes and he pretty much is pretty diligent and cleans out the store. So I did not expect anything, but I was really happy when I did find something. So I'll just show them off now. All right, cool. So this is a little bit of a repeat, and this is a repeat car, but I've been told to get them. And again, I'm trying to work on deals for trades. So this is probably like the second one I have, I think, because I don't recognize it. If I recognize it, I know that I have it. But anyway, so this is the Formula One cars that came out. They're not new or anything. I don't think they're new because they're available like in multi-packs. But anyway, yeah, I guess it is new. See, look. But yeah, this is what is this? Williams Racing Formula car. It is pretty cool. Flat bottom. I guess that's what you want. So this is a trade vehicle. And I'm the type, and I've said this before, that I kind of feel bad of just buying like 1 or 2 cars. Like I need to get a little bit more than that. But I did find this DeLorean. I do like the DeLorean. So DMC DeLorean, I think mostly because of the movie Back to the Future. Some detail there, different color. The paint's a little different. I liked it. Yeah, so I went with the DeLorean. And the reason why I bought those is because I found these other ones. And I think I already shown this off before, but I got the Mattel again, the Dreammobile, and I do like the paint. It looks pretty cool. And again, look at that. Not too much detail, but I believe that's metal, reflective, shiny goodness. And I found this different one, and I heard this one's newer, and this is the only one, and I do like it. So I need to find more for trade. Like I know there's a gentleman who wants these for trade, and I'm for it. But I need to find doubles of this one. I just like this one. I'm describing a little toy car, but it was how do I say? It was striking. It was a little different. So it was the Mercedes AMG, Petronas Formula One team car. So there it is. Not too much detail, but it has these little aeroplanes back there looking. Little arrows. So yeah, Formula One. I am getting a kick out of this, and I think there's 3 singles in a pack. Hopefully, I don't buy the pack, but I might. All right. So, and with this haul, I guess it's 60 years of Mustang, and I'm trying to get all the Mustangs, and I believe this one completes the set. I do have the other ones to show off, and I'm a bad host. I could have had the other car that's missing, but anyway. So this is part of the dealio. So this is number 4 of 5. It is the Mustang funny car, and it does have a treasure hunt. Super treasure hunt variation. But look at this one. This one does have detail, metal. So yeah, went with this one. 71. And here are the other ones that I have. So again, that Mustang's a repeat. That orange one, I don't have doubles. And this silver Zamac looking one, I do not have doubles of. But I might consider looking for them. And just to open them. Because I already have it for display purposes. I took this thing from Amazon. Little plastic thing. It's okay. It's all right. All right. So, but I was happy to find this. I thought it was cool, so I bought that. All right, guys. I'm getting down to almost the best for last. All right. On the way back from my road trip, I did stop at a Target. There's a store. And I didn't find some of the mainline Hot Wheels that I've been showing off. But I did find this car, and I don't know what an Ultra Hot is. Honestly, I just know that some of these are priced at $3, so it's about double the price of the other regular ones that I've been showing off. But it was on clearance for $209. So I bought this Pontiac Firebird, and it's listed as 80s. 80s Pontiac Firebird back there. And red's not my best favorite color, but it does look cool with a little bit of a color scheme here. And I do like Firebirds too, I guess. Some detail. And the one thing I do notice is that as soon as you pick this up, it's a little bit heavier. I believe this is a little bit more metal. And I've never purchased a Ultra Hot before, Hot Wheels Ultra Hot. So yeah. Bought this guy. It does have detail on it. I do like it. I guess it's $1 extra because I think it's more. There's probably more that goes into it, and it does feel heavier. So I bought that. Okay. All right. Now, on the way back, I stopped at a Fred Meyer this time. And I'm not going to show off the other cars that I bought. You know what? Maybe I will. But it's a repeat. No, I won't. It's a Mustang. So it was the Mustang that I showed off earlier too. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. So I bought 4 cars because they had the 4 for $5 sale, right? So a Mustang, and this guy, I believe it was. So I have 3 now. And I found a treasure hunt. And this is a different treasure hunt. This store maybe gets their stuff newer. I do frequent the store and have gotten lucky before. It's like it's a time-consuming hobby. I think it's like I have to go back like repeatedly. I could go back to the same store week after week and I won't get lucky. But sometimes when I do go, I do get lucky. All right. So the next treasure hunt in question is the Chill Mill. All right. Yeah. So I don't know how to describe this guy. Has a big engine block in the middle. There's a treasure hunt logo. underneath the door would be a door. Yeah. So score one for the little guy. I got lucky on this one, and I think again I wasn't the first one to the party, but I wasn't the last. And yeah, I got lucky. All right, guys. Yeah, it's pretty much that pretty much does it. No. Okay, I'll show off two other things. All right. So I'll save this for last because I try to go in order here, but I was saving this one for last for sure. But before I get there, I was looking for a Hot Wheels, but I found this diecast, and it's from Jada. That's all it says, from Jada, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I bought it. This thing was not like the $1.50 Hot Wheel price. This was $9, but I guess they have it under the Hollywood Rides line, and it's a kit from the Knight Rider show of the '80s. So it's pretty cool. The little box there has like flames in the back, and it does look like kit, except for the fact that the interior is black. And the kit in the show, it had the interior was best way to describe it is the khaki color. But anywho, they lightened it up in the back just to show it off. But yeah, I did not have this, and I thought it was cool. I do have other Batmobiles in this size, so I was like, you know what? Let me add another one. So there's that. All right, hey Connie, you still there? Still, hopefully you're still there with me. All right, so I went to this Dollar Tree, and their Hot Wheels wall was empty. But I did find this Matchbox, and it's a Matchbox Acura Integra. And when I was 16, I wanted this car. I thought this car was cool. I guess maybe the movies, Fast and Furious and that sort of thing had influence on people. I just thought this car was cool. Honestly, I was more of a fan of the 4-door, not the 2-door. Maybe because insurance would have been really crazy. Anyway, so I bought this at this store. Hey, what's up, Rod? You woke up from your nap or what? Where is David Hasselhoff? I don't know. I don't know, Connie. I can't help you there. I can't. All right, Connie, but this is what you were waiting for, Connie. So this store had no Hot Wheels on display. And so I walk around, and sometimes they have them over in places other than the toy section. They have them on displays at front checkout, and they have it on the floor on the little display stands, the cardboard display stands. So I went looking around, and then as I was looking, a worker lady was there. Hey, what's up, senor? Welcome to the show. So I'm walking around, and there's a lady there and says, "Hey, how you doing? Could I help you with something?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm looking for Hot Wheels, and I see that your wall is kind of empty, and I was wondering if you guys had any have you received any?" And that's how I asked it. So yeah, Hunter, I'm sharing my story, dude. So I asked the lady, "Hey, hey, what's up?" People saying what's up to Rican. So I asked the lady, "Yeah, I was looking for Hot Wheels. Your wall is empty, and so that's kind of what I was looking for today. Did you guys receive any?" And she was like, "You know what? I think we did. Hold on a second." So I was like, "All right, cool." But she said this, "But I have to put them up." It's a little different. I've gotten lucky in the past where they hand me the box, and they're like, "Yeah, look and get whatever you want," and then I in return say, "Hey, you know what? I'll peg them for you. That way you don't have to deal with it. kicking around, and then usually I think they've I'm not the first to ask, and so most of the time they're like okay, but this time the lady said I'll put them up, but yeah, I'll bring out a box if I can find it. So she brings it out. So she brings out the box. She brings out the box, and so she opens it, and this is what she does. She looks in the box and says, "You want this one? You want that one?" And she gave me a couple other ones, but I think I've already shown them off. And I was like, okay, sure. So the first one that she handed me was this one. So it's the Rig Storm, and it's a treasure hunt. And it has the logo on the front there. So score. I was happy about it. And as she was doing this stuff, handing the good ones to me, or the ones that she knew, yes, she knows her stuff. So as she's handing these to me, she goes, "Yeah, I just got out of Hot Wheels, and I've been selling off my collection." I was like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, and a couple of guys went and they bought me out." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And I kind of wanted to like build some rapport, like, "Hey, I'm new," that sort of thing. I'm not new, like, I'm not a new guy. I've been around the sun a couple times or so. But anyway, but I think she might have gotten hit up, and maybe the fact that I was kind of like kind of led her to this moment where she had the box and stuff. And I think sometimes these retail workers, guys, they're not looking for new friends. They have many people that hit them up, and I don't want to be like, I don't know how many guys, "Hey, by the way," that sort of thing. And plus, this was an out of town store. So if I was in the area, maybe you frequent the shop, you get to build that natural rapport and talk to people. Anyway, so she handed me the treasure hunt. She handed me another race car. So she handed me not the Mercedes one, but the Williams. So she handed me the Williams car. She says, "You want this?" I'm like, okay. And she handed me another one. Okay. And then she took out the cardboard, and I did not see this, and she just started pegging. And then she says, here you go. So she handed me the Aston Martin DB4 GT High Speed Edition Super Treasure Hunt. This is freaking cool. I kind of saw it at the corner of my eye when she pulled it out of the box, and the paint just reflected. It is pretty stinking cool. I've been going, like, how do you say, hard or on the hunt for super treasure hunts this whole year. I'm not even going to count last year. Let's just say this is 2025, and this is the first one I've had all year. So yeah, I was pretty stoked. I got the super treasure hunt, and yeah, so I just need to find a clamshell, and this is the last super treasure hunt that I found. Was this guy here? What is this? Another Nissan, and I found this super treasure hunt back in November. So 7 + 1, 8, 9 months. So it was 9 months before I got a super treasure hunt. I was really stoked about it. And yeah, guys. So it was pretty cool. And someone made the comment that these workers, I think some of them do know their stuff. Yeah. So I was pretty fortunate. Yeah, I tried to be nice. It happened. Put it in my box. What do you mean? Antes debes? Shoot, Rod. What's going on, Rod? Look. I'll show you what's in your box, Rod. Rod, put it in my box. This guy. Look, guys. This I don't want to give away everything that I'm putting in Rod's box, but you know what? Since Rod set me off, here's a couple of treasure hunts right here. And then I got him one of these. This is going in his box. So 2 treasure hunts. This is the box he's gonna get. Look, it has my name on it. Anyway, Rod, just messing with you. Man. You know I appreciate you, good sir, and all that good junk. Yeah, so yeah, I got the 180. Pretty cool about that one. I do like the navy color. It's pretty cool. Gotta go talk to. All right, man. Yeah, send us a message, man. Yeah. It pays to be nice to the employees. Telling you, yeah, Connie. I think I've always had like a customer service type job, and I've worked grocery store, retail mostly, moving services. Yeah, even freaking landscaping. I've done a little bit of everything. Mattress manufacturing. And yes, it's always cool to get along with people and say what's up to them and that sort of thing. All right, Connie. So, yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the haul. I'll show off the highlights of the store. So yeah. So we have this, the Mustang Funny car. We have the Chevrolet, which is a treasure hunt. And it's funny. This is from the K case. All right. Then we have the next treasure hunt that I found. It's from the G case. The birthday burner. All right. The other, just to give it a highlight, Zamak car here. Ferrari. Why not? Snoopy. Because why not? The Chill Mill treasure hunt. Rig Storm treasure hunt. You know what? There we go. That one had to go down because it's not a treasure hunt. And second to last, the Acura Integra. But last for not least, the Super. So yeah. So all in all, what is that? 3, 4, and a Super. And it's funny because this is a little bit older, the E case. So I got the Super and treasure hunt from that box. Yeah, so I think I did all right. And I'm doing the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different stores. So it does take a second, guys. It does take a little bit to get these. And it is a little bit of work, and I could see why some people do charge copious amounts of money for these. I don't think I'm there yet. Eventually, I mean, I got to get rid of them, some of these later on. But yeah, I was pretty happy with it, and I thought it was okay. And I think all they have to do is just continue going. You know, best advice: go to the store, repeatedly. Awesome, Hans. Yeah, man. Thanks. Thank you, Chico. So yeah. Yeah, thanks, ST. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for the hangout. This one's for you. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. But shout out to you guys. You know what? You guys are still here. I'll do one of these. So this is the other treasure hunt, if we're counting them still. That I think this pretty much marks the ones that I bought to date. So this is the other one. So yeah, this is a prior one. Do a giveaway. This guy. All right, guys. I'll do a giveaway. Why not? All right. Let's this guy. All right. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Let's see. Let's do star. Oh, dude, why am I doing that? Dude, I just showed off the mess I have here. Oh, that's no bueno. But I've seen worse. I've seen worse online, guys. I've seen guys who are selling books and there's like crap on their wall, like grease stains and stuff. And people buy comic books from those people. All right. Anyway, giveaway. I don't know how to do the hashtag, but I'll just say giveaway. And just because the person asked me for it, let's type in this number, guys, and then I'll do a rigged wheel and I'll do a giveaway. So yeah. So just in case I know how to use the hashtag thing, type that in, and maybe I will do a giveaway now. So Rod the Rican is not available for the giveaway because he bounced. And then I'll do a rigged wheel. I hear that there's a way to look for it on StreamYard here, but I don't see it, guys. If you know how to look for this, like hashtag and stuff, let me know. All right. So, Connie, you better win, Connie. So let me do the wheel, right? What is a random wheel? Wheel of names, guys. So it's been a while since I've asked. Oh wow, guys, it's been so long that it doesn't even have my stuff on it. Let me hit drag and drop over here, drag and drop over there. Let's go over here. Okay, let's go to present, share screen. All right, entire screen over here with sound, share. All right, did it do it? All right, there you go. All right. Yeah, guys, it's been a while because it doesn't even have my info on it. It doesn't have like my customization. All right, you know what? Let's see, how does this sound? I think that sounds okay. So yes, I do shop at Petco, and I don't know what this is there for. All right. So let's do some customization just because spin time in seconds, 30. Half a minute. You guys could wait half a minute. So do 30. Max number of names visible on the wheel, 1,000. Okay. Ticking sound, sure. After spin. Don't. Appearance. Here we go. All right, cool. One color section, wheel background image. Okay. So let's go. Image size small, medium. Well, okay, let's go back to small. I think that messes with that. Page, background color, little shadow. What if I do this? Huh. Guys, I don't know how to do it. It's been a while. You know what? I'll just leave this clicked in as it is. I'll start typing in names and go with that. Ooh, I guess I picked different colors. Let's go backspace it. All right, guys. So let's see. We have CA up in there. That's Connie. Next, who we got? We got G's Garage. That guy telling me to do a giveaway. All right, guys. The giveaway's free. You pay the shipping though. We got the chef. I'll give away Rod's car, guy. That's what I'll do just to make sure. People saying what's up to G. Not much. Just hanging out with the kids all day. How's life treating you? Only 3. That's only 3 people, dude. All right, copy. Yeah, come on, guys. Only 3 people. Well, there is 4 on the live, guys. So yeah, you know what? Let's just do. How about? Yeah, why not? Chef G Connie. All right, cool. So we'll do it that way, guys. Yeah, let's do it that way. Unless anybody else comes in, but I don't think there is. So yeah. Anyway, let's do the bonus content. Let me open this up just to add it to the pile. It could have been a giveaway, but you know what? I'm opening it. Unless I'm gonna do a how do I say, open car giveaway. I can do that. All right, I'm good, bro. Okay, cool. So taking my sweet time because of time and everything, you know. So I'm opening up Kit, and as you guys know, I'm a fan, obviously. So I'll open up Kit right here, and that's how Kit looks like, guys. Look at that. So some detail there. Look at that, some detail on Kit, and there's a license plate, but I don't know. Look at it. Flames. Not the original wheels from the show, but there's the interior. That's the original khaki color. It does have that steering wheel and the dashboard, curved dashboard, T-tops, and trunk area. Pretty cool. Some details on it. Yeah, and my eyes want to see a license plate, but there is no license plate. It's just a black little square there. All right, let's see who else we have in here. I apologize. I'm new to this. Just started this past week, and I'm not good at giveaways, but I enjoy the show. Hey, Buddha, bro, type in 18. You know. So yeah, how do I do a giveaway? So you follow me on Instagram, so I could have the messaging. How do you say, capabilities? And that way, if you win, you get to reach out. So that's step one. Follow me on Instagram. Paste. So there's that. And if you don't have Instagram, maybe you could do an email. But anyway, so yeah. So you follow me there. You subscribe to the channel. You hit the like button. And that's it. That's it. So that's my page there. Don't even have an Instagram. Do you have email, bruh? What's your email? You know what? If you win, I'll type in my email. How about that? But yeah. But you better be subbed. All right. So there's that. Still 3 people. Unless Hillbilly enters. If he enters, maybe I'll give him a chance of 3. All right. So you know what? Maybe I'll do a keychain giveaway. All right. Maybe I'll give away a keychain. This is one from last year, guys. It's pretty cool. It's all silver. Yeah, we have that. I mean, let me finish ripping up Kit so I could put them in the cardboard pile. All right. Number 18. Oh, okay, guys. So I'll add Buddha in there. So I'll add that guy there. Maybe he won't win. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll have to get an Instagram. I don't know. We'll find out. All right. So we have the cardboard. Again, save them. Save the cardboard. All right. Let's see. All right, guys. So this one's going to hurt a little bit. But I'll open it because I said I would. Go that way. All right, cool. I think I just stepped on a Hot Wheel. Anyway. So I'm going to open this guy next. This is the... hey, wait a minute. I'm going to cut off a little bit. There it is. All right, cool. So Batman and Robin, Hot Wheel. And, of course, I'm stalling just in case. I found the red keychain. All right, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of the red color, but I do like the silver one. I think it's pretty cool. So, yeah. All right, guys. Don't want to totally mess up the cardboard because you have to send it in with a UPC and everything. So that's why I'm being a little careful. I don't want to rip it out. All right, cool. So here we have a Batmobile. I admit I like the rims on this one. Rims are pretty stinking cool. The paint finish. I wish my my Mustang back home had that color. It's pretty freaking cool. Reminiscent of a little bit of Ford blue there with some silver. So yeah, so there's that. So I added it to the open pile. Open pile. There we go. So, oh, and this is a little remote control car, believe it or not. So there's a different one. All right, so all right, up to 4. Let's get one more. That's right. And Hillbilly, you better be like freaking subbed up, bro. So let's just go with Buddha. Let's go with Buddha. Boo. How do you spell Buddha? It's right there on the screen. Buddha. There's that. So that was after Chef. Buddha. And after Chef again. Buddha. 4. I did sub. All right. You better. I think the fact that you're commenting, it means you're subbed. But, you know, I got to say it. All right, guys. So is that it? 4? Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Speaking of one more, let's see. All right, one more. So it was pretty fun. I should be opening these as shorts, but you know what? I'll open them live. So again, fan of Batman, that sort of thing. So here we go. Do we have another one? Oh, Fish Cat. All right, Fish Cat. All right, we got Fish up in here. So he's after Buddha. Let's go to Fish. Let's go after Buddha. Fish. I don't know how to spell fish. Can you believe that? I'm on thumbs over here. Fish. All right, here we go. All right, so opening this up. I have to go back and look for the very first Hot Wheel and the first case of this year. I didn't buy all 3 like I normally do to have that one to open because I figured, hey, I'll go back. I'll go back and buy another one because they're going to do the, you know, the mail in this thing. I should have bought it. Now I'm looking for it. The good thing now that it's a little bit older and there's going to be like beat up cases out there. And sometimes I've seen them that they put them on clearance. So they do put a little bit of a discount to them. So when I find it with the discount, I'll buy it. But yeah, all right. So this is the Batman 66 Hot Wheels. Again, not that much detail on the bottom. And the reason I'm showing off all of it, because I guess it's a topic of discussion. That some of these Hot Wheels, they might be losing details to them. And they're like ever so slightly raising the price on them. And you think if you raise the price on them, you might as well give it a little bit more detail. But all right, cool. All right, guys. So yeah, that puts me over the hour mark. Let's just do this. All right, what does it say? Ready for the rigged wheel, Fish Cat? All right. So let's go back and present. How did I do it? That way. All right, guys. So we have 5 peeps, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And each of you gets what? 3 entries? And let's just start spinning. And yeah, last man standing. Let's do that since there's multiple names. We don't have too many names in here. This one's 30 seconds. I'll shorten it up a little bit. You know, that sort of thing. So, ooh. Yeah, they used to be 99 cents. They're like 89 cents. All right, remove all instances. Now let's just remove one. Remove one. Let's hit customize during spin. Volume. Spin seconds. Okay, let's go to 20. We just did a 30. Let's do 20. All right, cool. All right, let's remove the next one. So the random wheel, guys. The wheel of faith. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Fish. Buddha. All right, remove. All right, that was 20 seconds. Let's go to 15. 15, there it is. All right, 15 seconds, guys. Let's see who's the next loser. Next loser. But yeah, guys, thanks again for hanging out. It's a little weird with the little telescope view, but hey, we managed. All right, remove. All right, so far everybody's lost the name. All right, let's do that. All right. Uh-oh, Connie. Connie. All right, remove. All right, guys. So we're trucking. All right, we have a progressive commercial down there, guys. Do your own research for your own insurance. Disney. Ooh. Well, okay. I was about to skip it, but I guess the show's not so bad. All right, fine. Oh, Chef. Remove Chef. All right. All right, Chef. You're the only one left. I think. All right, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Let's see. G, Chef, Fish, Connie, Chef, Buddha, Chef. Okay, cool. All right. So after this one, I'll do the 10 seconds. Oh, snap. Chef is going to be the first one. Look at that, Chef. All right, Chef. Customize. Let's go to, no, let's go 12. Right now. Volume 12. There we go. All right. So what we got? Buddha, Connie, Chef. Oh, no Chef. Chef is still in there. All right, remove. All right. You guys still with me? All right, cool. And you better claim, by the way. You better claim. All right, 12 seconds. 12 seconds. Oh, who is it? Connie. Bye, Connie. All right, cool. One more time. Yeah. What? What? Oh, dude. Sorry, Connie. You're totally out. Totally out. All right, do it again. Do it again. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Oh, who's left? Who's left? G's Garage. All right, you're still in it. All right. Do another one. G's, Fish, Chef, Buddha, and Fish again. Fish is in it to win it. Who is it? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Oh, Chef. Oh, Chef. Thank you, Comic Chef, for hanging out, dude. You're out. All right, guys. So it's up to Fish, Buddha, Fish, and G's Garage. Hey, look, it looks like a classic beach ball here. All right, cool. Let's see who it is. G's Garage is out. Remove, he's out. All right, guys, we have Fish or Buddha. Those are the breaks. Yeah, all right, let's see. Fish or Buddha. I don't know. Let's find out. You know what? Just for this one, let's up it to 30 seconds just to keep the suspense going. Or should it be a minute? I'm kidding. All right, let's see who it is, guys. Let's see who it is. Thank you for bearing the 30 seconds with us. Thank you for hanging out. Let's find out. Let's see who it is. Who's left on the wheel? Oh, it's still going. It's still going, though. It's still going. It's still going. It's still going. Still going. Oh, remove. All right, guys. Well, let's find out. Maybe he left. Maybe he left. Maybe he's not even in here anymore. Let's find out. Let's find out who's the winner. So, remove. All right, guys. Let's see who's gonna win. See who's gonna win the final spin here. And yeah. All right, guys, that was Fish Cat Collectibles there. Sub him up. He has to claim it. He has to claim it. He has to claim it. Still hasn't claimed it. Yup. Yep. He don't claim it. I'm keeping it. Jag was in there. Jag was in there. Da, da, da. I'm here. Send them to Chef's kids. All right, man. You heard it, Chef. I know you have like 3 of the 55-gallon drums filled with these things. But you heard Fish Cat. So yeah. All right, guys. So Chef, I'll surprise you with some Hot Wheels since I have this many. Maybe I'll give you a keychain. Maybe I'll give you Kit. Maybe I'll give you Kit. I don't know. But yeah, that was actually pretty cool. Why not? Why not? So congratulations to Chef. So we'll give Comic Chef his giveaway, his Hot Wheels. All right, guys. So thank you for the hangout. Thanks a lot. Yeah, it was a lot. There's a lot of Hot Wheels here. I'll be checking off that notebook that I keep. And yeah, some of the peeps out there, I'll hit you up, with lists and stuff. And yeah, again, I'm always up for a trade, that sort of thing. That was fun. Thank you. Off to bed, got prison fun tomorrow. All right, yeah. Keep those youths in check, Chad. Somebody has to do it. Anyway, guys, that was fun. That's what I did during the 4th of July week there. I was off and I went looking for Hot Wheels, and that's what I did. All right, Chad. All right, guys. Thanks for the hangout. I'll play a little bit of Lobo. And yeah, guys, please comment on the video. And yeah, try to get the algorithm up a little bit. All right, guys. Thank you for the hangout. Thank you so much. That was fun. And catch you on the next one. Later.